To those on the West Coast, good afternoon to those on the East Coast. This is our long promised first author reading of a story from Short and Odd. The first story that I would like to read is called Dream Vacation. There are 12 stories in this short collection of short stories, and I will be doing 3 of them. You can stay tuned to this page to find out when the next 2 readings are. Just little tastes and excerpts. The first story is about a young woman who is a call center employee who is trying to solve the mystery of the disappearance of her predecessor and the photo that he left behind. So let's get started. Polly pushed her chair back, stood up, and leaned on the counter behind her. "I'm Polly." She tried sounding friendly. Brad seemed like a standard nerd, one you might expect to find working in a place like this. Certainly not fodder for a relationship. Not that she was in the market. "Orientation is at 2, he guffawed. "Some orientation. They make you sit in a room and read this dumb book. Like they can't just send it to you in PDF or give you a link online. It's a big chunky binder you have to keep in your cubby." "That's it?" "Oh, you'll have to attend the sexual harassment seminar in a week or so. They only do that once a month. And then there's the customer care spiel. If you follow those guidelines, you'll never get a bonus. They don't really want you to be nice to the customers. They want you to make money." He stuck a finger under his glasses and scrubbed at his eye. "You're the new collections chair, so you'll get a lot of scrutiny." He shrugged and winked. "But the good news is, if you're good at it, you'll make a lot of bonus money." "Guess I'll be good at it then," she said hopefully. She picked up the phone, untangled the cord, and placed it back in the cradle. "Where's the headset?" "Oh, you'll get a new one," Brad said. "The guy who used to work at your station must have taken it, or maybe they threw it away. He burned through the calls, that's for sure." "Was he good?" Polly was curious about her predecessor, and of course she wanted to know if he left because he hated the job. She was pretty sure he did. Everybody did. "Jiminy, oh yeah, he was great." "Jiminy?" Polly laughed lightly. "I assume that was a nickname." "Nope," Brad replied. "At least that's what he said. I never saw his paperwork or anything, but he told everyone his name was Jiminy Jones." "Sounds sketchy," Polly said. "Yeah, but he was really good, and Bud loved him. He was always here early. By the time I got in, Jiminy had the coffee going, he was on the phone, catching all those deadbeats before they left the house. Let me tell you, he made bank." "Why'd he leave?" Brad opened his mouth to answer, and Candy piped up from the other side of Polly's cubicle. "He disappeared," she hissed. Let's jump ahead in the story now and find out a bit more. It's the next day, and Polly and her friend Candy are headed to lunch. Polly and Candy took the elevator to the ground floor and joined the line at the sandwich counter. Polly ordered a roast beef on rye. Candy got a turkey club. They settled in at a table in the corner, and Polly raised the subject of her predecessor. "So what did you mean when you said Jiminy disappeared?" "Oh." Candy pulled the toothpicks out of her turkey sandwich and laid a napkin in her lap. "He just took off, I guess." She shrugged. "I don't really know. No one does." "That sounds mysterious." "Like Brad said, Jiminy always came in early. When he got in the morning, the coffee was made, his cup was half full on his desk, his computer was on, and he had entered some notes in the system." She sat back in her chair and locked eyes with Polly. "But he was just gone." Her fingertips met and then parted in an exploding motion. Poof! Candy picked up half of her sandwich and took a bite. Polly waited while her friend worked the process. She swallowed hard, took a sip of her iced tea, and continued. "Here's the weird part. He left his car keys, his wallet, everything." She leaned forward, her elbows resting on the table, and his car was still in the parking lot. She whispered this as if she was a character in a spy novel. "Well, that is weird," Polly agreed. "They must have looked for him, right?" "Oh, yeah," Candy said, wiping a bit of mayo from the corner of her mouth. "Bud called his phone. That's how Brad found it. It was under the counter in the corner. HR called his emergency contact, his brother. His name's Falco or something weird like that." Quite a family. Polly laughed at the oddity. But something about this just wasn't all that funny. What happened to this guy? That's security, you know, Candy continued. I mean, no one gets in without a key card, so even if he was here early and some sketchy person tried to get in, I mean, they couldn't get in. Polly picked up her sandwich and took a small bite. She seemed to have lost her appetite. The idea that someone might just up and disappear from her office didn't sit well with her. So they never figured it out? She asked. Well, this just happened a few weeks ago, Candy explained. I mean, they posted the job a couple of weeks later, so maybe it's been 6 weeks, and his brother doesn't know anything. Candy leaned across the table. You didn't hear this from me, but I heard that they filed a missing persons report. You know, they wouldn't do that unless they had already done everything they could think to do. So that's the story of Dream Vacation. What happened to Jiminy? And what about that mysterious photo that he left behind? Well, if you want to know more, you can read the collection of short stories, Short and Odd. Everyone is quirky, everyone is a little strange, and some of them require you to think about what you think the ending should be, or exactly what the story is trying to say. I hope you've enjoyed the reading, and I hope you'll stay tuned to this page to find out when the next one is. Let me know if you've purchased the book. It is available on Amazon for Kindle and paperback, and on Barnes & Noble, and soon on Google Books and Apple Books. So whatever your favorite ebook reader is, it will be available there too. I hope that you enjoy the stories as much as I did when I was writing them. And if you do purchase a copy online, please leave a review, negative or positive. It's really good for marketing. That's the story of Dream Vacation. Tune in for more.